Hello everyone, my name is General Fancy Pants, and welcome to a new Let's Play. This time we will be playing Edna and Harvey, Harvey's New Eyes, as you can pretty much tell because the title is right there. Anyway, let's first check out the settings to make sure everything is all good. Yes, that looks fine. Now, Edna and Harvey, I guess, is a series of games. I just found this out not too long ago, and I don't know where this game is in the series, if it's the first one, or the third, or the fifth, or I don't know. Anyway, so, yeah, let's get started. Just a warning before we get started. Sorry, I just thought of this. Obviously, this is a point-and-click adventure game, so there will be spoilers. I will be going through all the puzzles, and yeah, so just letting you know so that if you haven't played this game and would like to without any surprises, then do not watch this playthrough. Also, this has some kind of weird, darkish humor, and it's a strange game, but it's super fun. So, okay, now let's get started with the new game. Yes.
It seems like you need to be solaced, telling from the scratch on your knee. You fell and got hurt in the process, and now you come crying to me. I catered for these circumstances, and hands carry needle and stitch in my pants. Don't worry, my dear, there is nothing to fear. Just a stitch and a sew, soon it's almost as new. And the cut will adhere after all. You have to admit it is not as severe. Oh, I have needle and stitch right here. Take care or you'll end up scarred, my dear. I can't stand to watch children bleed. Well, don't give me that kind of look now. Just keep going on, soon you will see how everything will end well, though it still may depend on your skill. I catered for these circumstances, and hands carry needle and stitch in my pants. But yet needle and thread can bear dangers instead. If you're clumsy and plump and all fingers and thumbs, it might just turn out bad, especially when it comes to delicate operations like that. Oh, I have needle and stitch right here. Take care or you'll end up scarred, my dear. I can't stand to watch children bleed. I guess I should revise my statement. The wound is not going to heal. Forget about all that I said and work harder on your stitching skill. I catered for these circumstances, and hands carry needle and stitch in my pants. Now you pay the bill for your lack of skill, and please Please do stop crying and mourning and sighing. Don't weep like a whelp that is painfully dying. I merely was trying to help. Oh, I have needle and stitch right here. Take care or you'll end up scarred, my dear. I can't stand to watch children bleed.
Hello, dear friends of adventure games. The spyware we installed on your computers tells me that many children are sitting at their screens again tonight. That's why I'll refrain from telling you the story that I had actually prepared for you. Of course, that's a real shame. It would have been such a good story. Entertaining explosions, a giant robotic opossum, but also with many offensive expressions and an inordinate amount of excessive violence. The story that I'll tell you instead has a slightly different flavor. It's about Lilli, the most virtuous child in the entire world. And it begins in the courtyard of a small, sleepy convent school. Not too far from the place where the giant robotic opossum is sucking the brains of innocent bystanders out through their eye sockets. But enough of that. Yeah. It's a beautiful, sunny day. And Lilli is raking the leaves in the yard with a cheery tune on her lips.
How many times do I have to tell you not to sing while working? You know very well that I hate the sound of cheerful children. These children are driving me crazy.
Chapter 1, The Convent.
Oh, there you are. Is that Moloch making you rake leaves again?
Uh-huh.
How boring, and so unnecessary, too. The leaves all drift back onto the path anyway. You should just come with me instead. I'm on a treasure hunt right now, you know? Well, it's your decision. You can always come to the swing tree later, when you're done here. I think I found something in the flower beds over there. Until then, see ya!
Aww.
There are frequent reports of accidents caused by the mishandling of computer games. To minimize the risk of a crippling deformity, we recommend that you strictly comply with all of the following safety guidelines. Do you want to play the tutorial?
No, I know how to play, and we'll explain the stuff as we go along. So, here we are. Finally, that introduction was longer than I remembered. But so, anyway, this is Lilli, our protagonist, and she is a very, like they said, virtuous girl in the entire world. A little naive, but we'll find out about that later. Alright, so, this game was developed by Daedalic Entertainment, and if you were reading the names, the company is based out of Germany, so that explains why the names of the music and all that were very European sounding. Anyway, so just a quick overview of how the game operates. We have our little cursor. We can hover over things that will highlight the word if we can interact with it. So at the moment, it's just leaves. We can also hit the spacebar for a little bit of a overview of all the things on the screen that we can interact with. So if I hit the spacebar, you'll see these two little glowing red dots on each of these piles. So if I click on one, it'll rake it to a certain path. And then if I click, let's say, that pile, And then click it one more time to get it all in one spot. Very exciting stuff, raking leaves. There, nice beautiful pile. And we can keep clicking around.
What's that noise outside?
Yes, very exciting stuff clicking these leaves here. But at the moment, that's all we can do. So, let's keep bothering
It's unbearable.
the nun.
Lilli, now I've had it up to here. I guess I overestimated you once again. You're not even fit to rake leaves.
Oh, that's terrible.
It doesn't matter. I have 2 new tasks for you. The flower beds in the backyard have to be dug up again. Can you manage that? Uh-huh. I doubt it, but we'll see. And while you're in the backyard, the swing tree is infested by termites. Come up with something to get rid of them for good. So, one more time, for the really clueless.
Like me?
First, dig up the flower beds. Second, get rid of the termites infesting swing tree. You'll be very sorry if you don't do a good job.
Oh boy. Okay. We also have an inventory system. We have a ball of wool and a rake. And if we right-click on these items, we can get a little more information on them. So let's start with the wool.
In the meantime, Lilli had collected many little treasures. But no treasure was as important to her as her friendship with Edna.
Very, very special.
Lilli had started a poem about rake prongs, but she couldn't find anything that rhymed with children's skin.
And there's what I mean when I say that this game is a little bit dark. So, let's see, we have a garden hose. Let's look.
Where could the
Take a look at
hose
that.
lead to?
And a faucet.
Too bad. The faucet was dry.
Aw, bummer. Let's go into the cellar. Alright, all sorts of stuff in here. Not really anything we can get at, but we can reach this paintbrush.
A brush was lying on the shelf directly below the window. Lilli just had to reach out.
So let's just reach out. We now have a paintbrush. Okay, let's go to the backyard and check out the flower bed. So that's Edna right there. Let's take a look at her.
Edna was Lilli's best friend. She always knew how to cheer up Lilli. For example, by sabotaging the brakes on the mailman's bicycle.
Alright, let's talk to Edna real quick.
Hey, Lilli, did you finally get out of doing your stupid raking chore?
Uh-huh.
Very good. Then you finally got time to go treasure hunting with me? What? Did you get even more chores to do? That's so unfair. But maybe we can still find a way for you to help me. That would be cool.
It would. And we have a couple things we can talk to her about, so let's start with the treasure hunt.
I'm sure you're dying to know how the treasure hunting's going, right? Well, to be honest, not so great. The ground is just too hard. I doubt I'll be able to find anything here without a shovel. But I already have lots of cool dirt under my fingernails, and I even swallowed a slug by accident. A small consolation from Mother Nature.
Indeed. Alright, chores assigned by Mother Superior.
What do you have to do for Mother Superior now? And don't tell me you have to scrape off her warts with a pumice stone again. I'm still finding crumbs in our bunk from last time.
Okay, how about termites?
She told you to get rid of the termites on the swing tree, right? It It was just a question of time. Does she even realize how hard it was to collect them all? I even broke into the firefighters museum to get the large red ones. And then all the trouble I went to teaching them tricks. They can already do a polonaise if you lay a trail of jelly. I wanted to teach them the cha-cha next. What the hell? Maybe you can relocate them instead of blasting them out or whatever else it was you had planned. I'd even help you, but I've run out of jelly.
Okay, so let's see. Dig up the flower beds.
Wait, Lily. This is an especially hard spot. Oh, what a drag. This is ruining all my calluses. And it took me so long to nurture them. These flower beds could really use some digging. Don't tell me that's exactly what Mother Superior ordered you to do. But that's fabulous. And you'll be able to help me dig up the treasure after all.
We will.
You don't even have a choice. You've been kind of told to by the Lord. All we still need is a shovel.
Okay, so let's see. Artificial jelly.
Are you still worried about the termites? I'd really love to help you, but unfortunately, I don't have any more jelly to lure the little darlings someplace else. But when we've found the treasure, we can buy ourselves a whole jelly factory.
Ooh.
Or even better, a honey farm. I think honey is much cooler than jelly anyway.
Okay.
It sticks to the bottoms of your shoes better. And if we had a honey farm, we could also train the bees. Maybe there's still a chance for my project. Peepholes for the Great Wall of China, after all.
Okay. And a shovel.
A shovel, Lily. We'll never dig up the treasure without a shovel. I don't know where we can find a shovel either. I'd imagine they're kept in the cellar. Now we just need to find a way to get down into the cellar. You can't walk through walls by any chance, can you?
Afraid not.
We really have to teach you how to do that one of these days. But first, you should concentrate on the shovel.
Yes.
It has top priority.
Okay, that's all we can talk to her about for now. And let's just ask her about Mother Superior in general.
Mother Superior is having a bad day again, isn't she? That wasn't hard to guess. The last good day she had was when everyone got mumps. I've rarely heard her laugh so hard. Don't let her annoy you too much, okay?
Okay. That's it for the dialogue for now. I think I'm going to call it a video here. In the next video or episode, we will try and get rid of these termites right here and find a shovel for Edna so we can dig up this flower bed and do exactly what Mother Superior told us to do. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next episode of Edna and Harvey, Harvey's New Eyes. Until then.